Sunday afternoon, ladies and gents out there in the listening area. I'm Dave Tingley here from the UNBSJ Fieldhouse in St. John, New Brunswick for the championship game, the first year of the New Brunswick Men's League. And we had a couple of one close semifinal and one we expected to be close and wasn't because of the performance of one Mr. Norm Burry for the River Bandits. They are facing the Spartans today, and the performance of Eden Ochuti yesterday stood out. He was electric with the ball in his hands, but it was really more the supporting cast. The plays made, the little ones from guys like Anthony Sears and Mark Tobin and Ben Power and Jack Ferry-Murray, those guys that really cleared the day for them, I think. And I think if there's one thing you can look for yesterday as a Spartan supporter or Spartan team member, how they sort of played into the hands of their opponents yesterday and still came out on the winning end, but they had a terrific first half, sharing the ball, turning the high toppers over. Marcus Barnes had a terrific game for the high toppers, but they were the ball was, there was a lot of one pass or zero pass possessions for the high toppers in the first half. They got into a big deficit. Marcus Barnes turned it on in the third quarter and was a walk-in bucket, and the Spartans played right into their hands by turning into a team that had a lot of one pass, zero pass possessions themselves. And I think if you look at yesterday's performance, if you're a Spartan, you go, okay, look, it was a tale of two halves. What did we do right in the first half? Well, we got down in the stance and we guarded their best player. We had a good game plan, and we shared the ball and got out and ran and got easy buckets. So that's what they're going to be looking forward to. But it's going to be difficult in this game to come up with that recipe because you got Norm Burry on the other end, and the River Bandits did a terrific job of getting the ball in his hands. When you get the ball in his hands, he doesn't turn the ball over. He makes a smart pass out of the post if you double team. He abuses you if you are late on the double team or go for his shot fake out of the three-point line, because he can get to the bucket, score for himself, create for others. He can do everything, and they use time on the clock in those possessions. Their game was a game played in the 80s. The late game last night, the Spartans and the High Toppers, was played into the hundreds. So, it'll be a tale of what styles make fights, and this one will be an interesting fight, that's for sure. So this is the first year for this league, Basketball New Brunswick, and they were trying to honor Ryan Chase over there with a little ceremony, a pat on the back in typical Ryan shy style. He's going, nah, I'm good, don't worry about it, just get to the game. So, BNB's done a terrific job with this league the first year, and the model is interesting. No coaches or practice schedules or anything like that. This is kind of just a men's league, but a very, very high level one. All these guys play locally in small college or at the AUS level, or former AUS players, and we'll see a couple of those guys will stand out today. Chris Spurl and Jack Tilley being two of those guys. And they were terrific yesterday in support of Norm Burry in his performance. I thought it was a 30-20 performance. I totally didn't get to 30. I don't see how that's possible. He was a walking bucket, but like I said, he shares the ball very well. So out of the post, if you send a double team at him, he's going to find the guy that's open. If your double team doesn't get there, he's going to split it and he's going to get a bucket. And if you're not careful, he's going to give you an and one. So it'll be interesting to see who the Spartans match up on him, and not a question of if they double team, but what their double team strategy is on him, and if they can secure rebounds and get out and run. If the Spartans can get out and run and make this fast-paced, that's definitely to their benefit. So Tilley to start, wide open three on the wing from Colin. Rossay High School grad who's going to Acadia. And he is AUS ready as far as his shot making goes. He's going to have to get a little bigger. He's pretty slight. He's probably going to have to improve the ball handling a little bit, but he's ready to go. He's a really good player who I think is going to succeed at that level. Just, sometimes the transition from high school to college is a difficult one. Creating an open shot there that time From the wing from Jack Fury Miller was Eden Otshudi. Burry now. Lob pass inside. Pardon me, Spurl, excuse me. Looking for Burry inside. And that's the other thing. The other problem Norm Burry gives you is that in order to deal with him, because he creates space and leverages his body so well, is he's going to get fouls called. But when you add in the shooting of these River Bandits, and they shot the ball very well yesterday from 3, and there's Quinn DeVries. Oh boy, a nice move inside. Beautiful stuff from Ben Power. Going right back inside. Spin move, little righty hook. Oh, Colin Tilley. DeVries, and they play catch. Oh, he can't get the little touch shot to go. And the delivery back from DeVries. A little overpassing maybe there from the Bandits. Spartans now. Again, kind of stagnant there, but the offensive rebound from Mount A player going into his second year, Trevor Doucette. Gave them some pretty good minutes yesterday. I don't know if he called that one. Doesn't matter. No pictures on the score sheet. Down it goes for Ben Power. UMBSJ player. Completed his first year. There's Burry just carving out space. Doesn't get it to go, but there's those hands getting it back. Oh, he missed 2 inside. Getting lucky there are the Spartans. Fury Miller on the attack, being watched very closely by Jack Tilley, who was tremendous defensively yesterday. 7 steals by my count. Power now. Ooh, he's got it going early. A little touch shot, runner. Difficult one, right for a right-hander going left like that. Made it look easy. 3 from the wing, no good from Spurl. Rebound to Jack Fury Miller. Fury Miller's going to attack. Using that strong upper body of his, gets it right in to Quinn DeVries and finishes over him for 2. Tilley now creates the angle for Burry. Burry, yeah. Oh, and a miss inside from DeVries. An easy layup for him that he wants back for sure. 5-point deficit here early for these Bandits. Spartans getting some breaks on that end. Oh, Trevor Doucette. Love the attack, trying to go for the 2-hand jam. Fouled by DeVries, who's walking it off into the corner, hanging his head a little bit, going, how'd I miss that bunny off the feed from Burry? But I love what Otshudi's doing here. Otshudi came out yesterday and was a walking bucket himself in the first quarter. I think he had 12 in the first. And he was their leading scorer for the game, but he kind of played into the hands last night, a little bit of the high toppers. You know, kind of getting things cleared out and taking guys one-on-one like his backcourt mate at UMB was doing, but to better effect than he was doing in the second half. And I think they had a discussion. Let's move the ball like we did in the first half, and he's come out. Made a couple of nice passes to create some opportunities for his guys. So Doucette 0 for 2 at the line. Well, there's Tilley from the wing. He can shoot it, no good, but there's Burry on the offensive glass. Shocking. Back to Tilley the Elder. Oh, gets his pass tip from Doucette, but it goes right to DeVries. DeVries, though, misses. There's Burry again on the offensive glass. Gets it ripped away, but is it... Okay, no, it's not going to be a foul. It went out of bounds off the back of the backboard, off of Power. So it's going to stay with the Bandits. Bandits, a little cold here early. 8-3 the score. Burry, there's that double team. They create, that's an intelligent pass. But there's Burry again carving out space inside. It's going to be out off of him this time. A good job there inside by Power. Didn't win the spot, but he smacked the ball out off of Burry's hands. You got to create some breaks like that with Norm Burry inside sometimes. But Chitty going off 2 screens. Shares it back to Fury Miller. Fury Miller on the attack. He gets 2 feet in the paint. Misses the turnaround, though. Spurl now waiting for Burry. Burry sprinted to that spot in the post, got the one-on-one matchup, and there Spartans got lucky. He missed that bunny. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. That's what you love about Burry. He knows where his bread's buttered. He sprints to that spot in the post and creates space with that strong lower body he's got, strong shoulders, and you just can't move him from that spot. So even if you're going to send a double team at him, he's got that space carved out. It's going to be too late. So yeah, he sprinted down there off of him, and it's off of a missed basket too, off of a a secondary break. Oh boy, everybody's missing free throws to start. Oh, Spurl and Burry fought over that offensive rebound and knocked it to Fury Miller. Rising fire on the three. Nice close out there from DeVries. Sent Mark Tobin's shot awry, and now he receives a nice pass at the other end from Tilly and knocks it down. So DeVries missed a couple bunnies there earlier, makes up for it. Oh, that strong drive from Tobin, but he can't get it to go, and there is, guess who? Burry on the rebound. I'm pretty sure he had a 20 rebound outing last night, and he's off to a similar start today. By my count, that's already 6 for him. They've double teamed him in the post. Smart, intelligent play there from Colin Tilly, recognizing his man was part of that double team. Sprayed himself out to the corner, got an open 15-footer, and he knocked it down to tie the game. And good defense over there from his brother. Jack Tilly is only 5'9". His brothers got him by about 5 or 6 inches, but he is tough as nails defensively. They've tried to post him up a couple times. He hasn't gone there. That time he forced a turnover. Good closeout there. Forcing the miss by Spurl by Tobin. He's excellent defensively as well. Now he's got a wide open three, but it's missed. The rebound inside by Fury Miller gets it back out. Finds its way to Ochudi for 3. His first points of the game. He's being much more patient with the ball in his hands in this first quarter, but he can score in bunches too. There's Burry. If you're not going to send 2 at him, he's going to score. That's just bottom line. Ben Power's a good defender and strong, but Burry's just unstoppable in a one-on-one situation. Spurl switched on to Ochudi. Rise and fire. No good. Kick ahead passes. Spurl comes down with it. Oh, smart share there to Burry from Scholten. New onto the floor. Caleb Scholten, the Stu player. Smart pass off the hustle from Chris Spurl. Got it to Burry. Burry's going to the line. Scholten had a very good, only played in 10 games, so I'm thinking there was an injury there. I didn't see that on the Stu website, but I'm guessing there was a bit of an injury with him. He only played 10 games, but in those 10 games, almost 7 points a game on 46% from the field, 45 from 3, 72 from the line, 2.5 boards, 1.5 assists, almost a steal, and pretty limited minutes. That's pretty good numbers off the bench in your first year in college. So Scholten, strong guy to have off your bench in the New Brunswick Summer League too. And look at that double down from Scholten, tying up. Hazen Rossiter new onto the floor, and it's going back to the High Toppers. Rossiter had an interesting game last night. He played 5 minutes. If that, got 2 fouls, turned to the bench, subbed himself out. I've got 2, came back in, played a couple minutes, got his 3rd, subbed himself out, came back in, played a minute, got his 4th, subbed himself out. He was looking displeased with himself most of the time last night, but his teammates picked him up. And he is a terrific prospect for the CBU Capers, a big body with a bit of a mean streak on the floor. Not off the floor, he's a sweetheart, but on the floor. Good attempt there from Fury Miller, trying to keep the play alive. Off the miss from Tobin. And Rossiter, with that mean streak and big body, he's also got guard skills, so you love that. Oh, nice move. Beautiful stuff from Jack Tilly. He's 5'9", diminutive size, but he has strength in that upper body. He can discard you the way he just did there. Got to like it again. Spartans kind of getting into that one guy's touching it. Possession. Lands, attacks, and kicks to Schulten. His teammate at Stu. Schulten, though, short on the 3. Here comes Mark Tobin. Tobin puts his shoulder into Power, get all the way, and there's Rossiter on the rebound, but he couldn't finish. Good defense there from Lands. Taking that shoulder to the chest from Tobin and made it difficult to finish through. Now he's on the attack. River Lands can't get it to go. The rebound by guess who? He can't get it to go, though. Norm Burry. Oh, and a good run out. But can't finish. Can Cole Fitzgerald, the high schooler from Harbor View, who hasn't looked out of place. There's Burry running, cutting hard, getting a nice feed from Tilly, finishing and 1. Norm's going to go to the line. Not his usual efficient self last year at Memorial. He's got 1 more year of eligibility. I suspect you'll see more numbers more than likely. He transferred from 3 years at UMB, then you transfer to a new school. It's not always smooth going, adjusting to a new system, whatever it is. But he didn't shot about 37% from the floor, which isn't like him. Only 33% from the line, 62% from the free throw line too. He's got capable of much better efficiency numbers than that is Norm, as we've seen last night and the last few games in this league. Rossiter spins, goes baseline, misses another bunny. Gets picked up though, almost an and 1, but no good from Ben Power. Picks up his buddy, and he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Rossiter a little frustrated with the miss. Nice move baseline though. Yeah, just didn't get the bunny to go, as we see in the replay, but there's Power, opportunistic, cleaning things up and heading to the line for 2. Power started his post-secondary career at St. Mary's and transferred to SJ, and he was a welcome addition on the UMBSJ squad that won their first ever ACAA men's championship, going from winless to the champion in 2 years. Under the leadership of Paul Vaughn. Excellent coaching staff, and he brought in an excellent team. Those guys were scary to guard, and another guy scary to guard. Jack Tilley getting to the basket again for another finish. He's been the story so far. Oh, nice feed and finish. Jack Fury Miller from his guy Ben Power steps right into a 3, and the lead's down to 3. 19-16, 1:44 on the clock. It's moving in the first quarter. Burry lines up a 3, back rims it. Fury Miller pushing. Don't have numbers, but got it to Tobin. Rossiter now swings it, sets a screen for Power. Tobin's got, pardon me, Rossiter's got a mismatch, but oh yeah, an intelligent pass from him on the kick out. He had a triple team coming. No good from Fury Miller. Good offense though. That's a good shot. Oh, an intelligent take there from Brennan Deverex. Good attack from Deverex off a stellar rookie season with the Mount Allison Mounties. They had their struggles, but he's a guy they can build on, along with all the new names, the transfers that they've got in. Likes Lance Mumberket and a couple of guys from UPEI that they've got coming in. They're on my radar, being the Mount A grad myself. I'm a former coach there. I may talk about the Mounties a little more than you guys are comfortable with. I apologize in advance. This is not going to change anything. 2 for 2 at the line for Tobin. He's an 82% free throw shooter. In his second year at UMB, he went from 3 points a game in 14 minutes as a freshman, as Norm Burry gets him with the shot fake that he's so good at. Rise and fire from 3, and he finishes. And the lead is now back to 6, 35 seconds on the clock. The attack from Power, and 1. one from Owen, and he's strutting about it too. I would too, Owen. Nice move. Nice finish through the contact. Lead back down to 4. But to finish my thought on Tobin, his teammate, 3 points a game in 14 minutes in his freshman year, up to 9 points a game in 10 more minutes. Again, not as efficient probably as he wants to be. Also, almost 4 boards a game too, so rebounding his position. Again, another one of these guys probably looking to get a little more efficient, 35% from the field, but he shot 82% from the line. A guy that shoots 82% from the line, he's got a higher upside than 35% from the field. So a lot of times it's, taking the right shots, decision-making. It comes with experience. Oh, well played there by the Spartans, forcing a turnover. The high schooler on the push. Fitzgerald comes up short, and they're followed by Miller at the buzzer. No good. So we're going to the first quarter break and entertaining first quarter here of the championship game of the New Brunswick Summer League. Brought to you by B&B here at UNB St. John. Dave Tingley on the call with you. Thanks for joining us. From SJ. Good refereeing squad. Some good-looking people on the bench keeping score over there. My boy Jonas from Mount Allison. Again. Sorry, Mount A talk. I will get into UNBSJ talk and UNB talk and all the other talk too. Don't worry about it, people. But I've got I've got Mount A on my mind. And happy that Jonas is coming back for a 5th year, joining those exciting transfers, and with development of Trevor Doucette here playing in this game, and also Brennan Deverex coming off their freshman years, looking to contribute a little more in their second year. Brennan looking the part. Brennan was one of the best three-point shooters in the league his freshman year, almost 40% from the three-point line. And of course, once you have a skill like that that you can count on, then how do you develop out of that? Well, your next step is, you're going to have guys closing out hard on you. How do you attack those closeouts, and what decisions do you make out of that? And that's kind of how I'll get into it kind of with the growth of some of these guys from first year, second year, third year, fourth year through their careers. That's how you become a more dependable player at the next level. You keep adding things to your game, and it looks like several guys, Mark Tobin being one, up from almost 10 a game and 10 more minutes a game through his first to his second year. Jack Fury Miller through his career, started at SJ, went to UNB, came back to SJ. He's added to his game every year. He's become a much better three-point shooter, shoots 75% from the line. Coach Schuette's another guy we'll talk about. We get into his numbers. He went from 7.5 points a game to 13 in 10 more minutes a game, but that efficiency wasn't there, but he shoots a superb number at the line, so he's got room for growth there. So it's all about these younger guys getting more playing time, getting to situations where they've got to make decisions with the ball. All right, my first year, my role was just to shoot the ball when it was open, but I've got to expand my role and expand my game and become a more useful player as the years go on. Norm Burry certainly did that in his career at UNB, became a better outside shooter, and he started off as a pretty good outside shooter too. Schuette sharing the ball nicely. Rossiter attacking a closeout. Now he gets one to go. Hazen Rossiter. Over the defense there of River Lands. Three-pointer from Burry comes up short. Rebound by Tobin. He thought about the kick-ahead pass to Trevor Doucette, but changed his mind. And another one of those no-pass possessions for the Spartans. They are much more successful when that isn't the case. Lands gets around Rossiter, but misses the bunny. Rossiter tips the ball to Tobin. Tobin on the run. Now he's looking to share it. There it goes. That's a deep three. Oh, from the parking lot. Eden. I think he's only really gotten up, but he's 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Both of them been deep. Oh, there's Rossiter coming over to help. Blocks that shot, but Colin Tilley falling right behind him. Offensive board, and another one from Burry. Burry back out to Scholten. Gets it back. Scholten attacking Doucette. No can do. Trevor Doucette's defense has been really good these two games. Oh, nice move from Lands. Stops on a dime, and Ochudy flies by and he lays it in. River Lands has been really good these 2 games. Doucette takes the handoff. Now the handoff back to Ochudy. Looking inside to Power. Doesn't have the angle. Now he does, and he decides to shoot it. He's in rhythm, and he gets it to go along 2 that time from Ochudy. That's the one where Power in the post, I'm going, okay, you better make it. And he did. Ochudy feeling it a little bit. He's up to 8 here early. Lands. Can't find anyone. Kicks it all the way across to Deverex. Deverex. Up and under. Oh, nice find in the corner to Scholten. And then he tips it to Burry. Nice play by Deverex twice there. He found a wide open Scholten in the corner. Got involved for the offensive rebound. Tipped it right to Burry for the easy lay-in, and the lead returns. Oh, the flop there from Burry. He wanted a call. That was floppish. And the stop and go by Tobin smartly gives the lead right back to the Spartans. Lands with the step back, comes up short. Rebound Tobin. But Schudy's going to push. Missing Anthony Sears today are the Spartans. He had a terrific game yesterday. And Schudy, yeah, he's feeling it now. Stop and go and finish, and he's up to double figures now. Tilly using the screen from Burry. Didn't go anywhere. Scholten now. Oh, smart play by Power. Getting his hand in the passing lane. Oh, slows up with a Euro step, and he finishes for 2, and now timeout from the River Bandits. The run here from the Spartans looks like a 10-2 run, I believe, if I'm correct here. Doing the proper math from the last couple minutes. You see that move, that move that lots of there's in modern basketball. There's moves that you've got to have in your repertoire if you're going to be a consistent and high percentage finisher at the rim, and that's one of them right there. Ben Power executing it perfectly, slowing things down. And yes, fans. Oh, and thank you to Trevor Doucette's mom, Donna, my old friend Donna. Thank you, Donna, for pointing this out. Yes, the score is backwards. I know. It's totally I accept full responsibility. I assume the Dark Unis would be home, and that's what I told our guy up here. And yeah, so no. 33-28 Spartans, and now we've got it correct. Beauty. Totally my fault. I assume the Dark Unis would be the away guys. That's what I told our wonderful production crew up here, and I was incorrect. So sorry for the confusion for the first. I didn't notice, people. I didn't notice. Thank you to Donna Doucette. Thanks for listening. And your son's playing some terrific D here. I didn't know you were listening. That wasn't for you. That wasn't special. I wasn't doing that just to make you smile. I was doing it. It was my honest assessment, I promise. So yeah, an entertaining start to this championship game. 33-28 Spartans. Now that we're correct on that, again, my sincere apologies. But no, the run here, the 10-2 run to get this lead has been shot making from Eden Ochudy. He's really heated up. They've been good rhythm shots for sure. I know one of them, he had Ben Power wide open in the post, took that shot. Again, as long as you make it, man, we got no problems. And he's been making them here in the second quarter. And he got hot for a while yesterday too. When they get stagnant, though, they do tend to have those one-pass possessions. So as long as they go in, boy, those shots, they're good ones. Oh, they haven't gotten Spurl's game off, and they come out of that timeout intelligently going to Chris Sproul, trying to get him going. He back rims the 3, and that's going to be an and one. Jack Fury Miller. He knew he had the angle. He knew that Norm Burry wasn't set, so smartly got his shoulder into Burry's chest, knowing that there was nothing he could do about it from there. And he finished nicely with a kiss off the window. He's going to the line for one more. Jack Fury Miller, a absolute handful, because he can do everything well. He can handle the ball. He can shoot it a little bit. He plays D. Good passer, good rebounder. He's strong. just a guy that's just always going to be a problem. And he's one of the many reasons that UMB SJ had the success they did this season. They've got a bunch of those guys. Zmerda was one of those guys, as well as his teammate on this team, Ben Power. They've got a lot of guys that just are smart players that know what to do with the ball in their hands. They do the right thing. They pass it to the right spot. They shoot it when it's appropriate. And they always D their position, but nice move around Fury Miller that time. That was Chris Spurl. That might get him going. So 5-point deficit. Good kick to the wing for an open three there from Fitzgerald. No good. Cleared by Burry, and back comes Colin Tilley. Got Doucette there. Can't beat him. Doucette's got a good job on smaller players. Good close out there on Tilley. Can't get it to go. And he's running the floor. Doucette's going to attack and finish nicely with the left hand. Let Chris Spurl fly by and finished. So more good minutes from Trevor Doucette. Didn't get a lot of minutes in his first year at Mount A. Did have a jersey on. Was on the roster. Just didn't have a ton of minutes. Burry. He's logging heavy minutes every year of his college career. A decorated one at UMB, was a two-time second-team All-AUS. League Rookie of the Year his first year, four-time Academic All-Canadian. The dude does it all. Makes the first free throw. If there's a weakness to his game, it would be, he's not a super high percentage free throw shooter. 62% last year. Misses that one. Can't chase down the rebound. Doucette pulls it away. Fitzgerald on the run. Shares it to Fury Miller. Fury Miller gets it blocked by Colin Tilley. Going to stay with the Spartans. Fury Miller says, not only did it get hit on one wrist, I got hit on the other too. Both wrists. Felt he should have got a call, but the referee oddly didn't change his call. Weird. Eden Achuti pulls up. He's feeling it. Short on that one, though. The box out. Nicely done there. That time by DeVries. Ball bounced on the floor twice. Getting a piece of that shot that time was Fury Miller on the pull-up from Tilley. But Achuti now. He's going to step into a long three. He's made two. Can he make another? He can. 3 for 3 from 3 for Eden. And the lead now 9 for the Spartans on this extended run. Oh, the stop and go move. Tilley the elder can't get it to go though. And I think Tilley's going to get called. Yeah, he's going to get called for an unsportsmanlike two on the ball. Just looks like he two-handed Mr. Fury Miller there. He had a nice move. The crossover on Fitzgerald gets into the paint. No help there. Didn't finish. Got frustrated and then just threw Fury Miller to the floor for really no apparent reason. Fury Miller, though, short on the first one. Again, we haven't had the collective free throw shooting in these 3 games so far this weekend has not been stellar. Boys are out of practice, maybe. 1 out of 2 at the line for Fury Miller. Jack Tilley coming over and expressing, I don't know, probably not regrets. Just should have thrown you further, Jack. No, I'm sure kinder words than that were spoken. I'm not sure what the grievance was that he had that led to the throwing down to the floor. Oh, nice move and kick to the corner. Fury Miller, though, side rims the 3. Burry pulls down a rebound. He's got to have double figures in that category already. Tilley now playing hide and seek behind the screen. Finds Spurl. Hasn't gotten his game off from 3 yet. Fitzgerald, the high schooler, pulls it down. And now it's Achuti. Sticking right with him is Spurl. Nice defense. And then Spurl gives some help to Fury Miller. Swipes at it, but Fury Miller, good balance, good footwork. Step through and finish. Nice move from Fury Miller. He's having himself a terrific first half. High screen roll here now. Looking for Burry. Oh, a little bit of a lazy pass there. Uncharacteristic from Tilly. Picked off by guess who? Mr. Fury Miller, and he finishes with the left hand, and the lead is now 14. Oof. Trying to put an end to it. Oh, and he's going to get the 2. Yeah, I think they're going to say there was a slap of the backboard there on the move from Tilly the Elder. So the lead back down to 12. Yeah, if I'm doing my math right, I think it was 28-23. So this is a 22-5 extended run. I believe I'm right with that score in my mind. 22-5 extended run. Yeah, and the Spartans have gotten back to sharing the ball and then letting Shooty go to work a little bit when he feels like he's got a good matchup. That's a good combo. Nice move there from Power. Just didn't finish the right-handed layup. Oh, they got Burry inside. He's going to go right at Doucette. Doucette's held his ground nicely, though, twice. Smartly didn't put him on the line. Just put up a wall there, and he couldn't finish. Power can't finish either. The ball bounces back out to Doucette. He shares to it. Shooty stepping right into another long 3. Doesn't go. There's a beautiful offensive rebound, and another from Power. Still can't get it to go. The 4th effort, the stick-to-itiveness for Mr. Power. Gets it to go on that 4th time around. He's having himself a nice first half as well in the lead. Right back to 14, and there goes Tilly, but ooh, looked like a nice block from Doucette. They're going to say he got part of the arm, though, or the wrist, and he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws is Tilly. Tilly really the only offense right now. We'll take another look at that. Tilly got around Doucette. Doucette with the recovery. Looked like a lot of ball, but yeah, and he's confused. So am I, but I'm not down there on the court. Maybe there was some body on it. Another missed free throw. Jeepers. Oof. I don't think we're at 50%. We might not be at 50% for the weekend from the line. Collectively as a group. Another 0 for 2. And now the hustle, though, of Tilly followed his own miss. And Fury Miller fouled him. So only the 3rd foul still. They've done a really good job guarding Fury Miller and Tilly here, and Spurl for that matter hasn't gotten going. Done a really good job guarding them without fouling in this first half as well. Only the 3rd foul. Still got 1 to give. Doucette again, watching Tilly, the stop and go. Really good job by Trevor again. Yeah, it's going to be a travel. Yeah, it's a good call. Spurl did not have his feet set trying to go around Fury Miller. So another good. Don, I'm going to call it your son again. Getting switched on to a really talented guard. And Trevor doing a good job moving his feet, keeping those guys in front of him. But Shooty with a little fade away. Another cleanup job inside, this time from Fury Miller. Boy, Fury Miller and Power are doing yeoman's work down there on the offensive glass. Something I wouldn't have foreseen as an issue here, especially with Norm Burry doing work inside. And he's definitely, I mean, for sure he's in double figures rebounding, but you got to gang rebound when you got guys like Fury Miller and Power forcing themselves down into the post. Now you got Rossiter back onto the floor as well. Hazen's going to go hard to the offensive glass, so that's got to improve if they've got a chance to come back here. Spurl now spacing the floor. He's going to have a go at Doucette. Boy, puts his head down, gets his shoulder into Doucette's chest. Doucette tried to whack that away. Spurl's going to go to the line, and Trevor's looking confused again. Like, I don't know what I did. I just took it on the chest. I think that's probably a good call. I think it was on the swipe, but we'll see. Spurl really only, I think by my count, only 2 points so far for Chris. Now he can get going. He had 15 and a quarter in their quarterfinal game, so it's not like he can't get going. Back rim's the second. Doucette rebounds. It pushes to Fury Miller. Running the floor. Shooty now. He just wants to space things out. He's done a good job attacking out of these one-on-one matchups. I like how he's picked and chosen those today. Much better than last night in the second half. He's gone one-on-one like that when he's gotten a good matchup. Ooh, Yuri Miller in rhythm. Yeah, when he gets going to his left like that, he is super comfortable shooting that, whether it's mid-range or from three. He's super comfortable getting that shot up when he's got that rhythm dribble to his left. Good help defense there from Rossiter, forcing Burry to give it up now. Rossiter comes again at Burry. They're going to have to get rid of it, and they do. Swung all the way around. That's the pass you got to make and the shot you got to hit. Yeah, that's the one you got to hit. If they're going to double team Burry, you got to make the intelligent pass out of the post, and then that second pass has to be a smart one. You got to make that shot. What should he? The pull up from the foul line, no good. The box out from Colin Tilley. Now they're going to hold for the final one. So they did what they needed to do here the last minute. Could have gone, this last 2 minutes was won by the Spartans. This would be over a 20-point lead. Now they get a chance to bring it closer, but Spurl hits the bottom of the rim with that one. And he looks up at the sky going, what am I doing? He's not had his best first half, and neither have the River Bandits as a team. And it's a bit of a surprise here for everybody, I think, in this gym. 15-point lead, not just the lead, but it's a 15-point lead for the Spartans as we go to a break. So fans, we'll see you back here in 5 for what should be an exciting second half. We'll see you then. Sunday afternoon again, fans. Welcome back to the second half of the championship game of the first season of the Brunswick Men's League here, brought to you by Basketball New Brunswick. And I say first year because this has obviously been a success that's going to continue, which I'm happy to hear about. This is a dead time in my announcing part of my career, usually. So more of these games gives me more to do since B&B is kind enough to ask me to do this. My name's Dave Tingley, joining you here from UMBSJ for the final. And what was a terrifically entertaining first half and a surprising one to more than one person in these stands, including me. I figured, well, I mean, not that it would be 15 points the other way or anything, but we did, you know, the betting consensus before this game was that Normbury's stellar play would continue and carry the day here, and you know, the favorite I think before the game would have been the Bandits, but Spartans three-man attack: Jack Fury Miller 17, Eden Ochuti 13, Ben Power 12. The bulk of the scoring for those three have been terrific, and Bury 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 of his own in the first half, but kind of just not getting the support scoring-wise that he was getting yesterday. Quinn DeVries, couple threes early for 6 points. But really, Chris Spurl, 3 points in the first half. Jack Tilley, 6. They've got to get going. Those two have to be as stellar in support of Bury as they were last night. Ochuti back to Tobin on the attack. Oh, the nice spin. He's going to get that one to go, and he's going to go to the line for one more. Beautiful move from Tobin. 4 points in the first half for him. He's got a chance of a three-point play to start things here in the second half, and that lead could swell immediately to 18 here with this one. And it does. So not the start that the Bandits were wanting. We'll see if they have changed anything about their offense. I don't think so. You go to Bury and you, oh, and a nice intelligent cut baseline. Spartans aren't happy with that foul call. That was gorgeous stuff from Spurl. And a nice cut, a really nice cut from DeVries. Started the first half strong. Let's see if he gets off to a strong start in the second. That's what you got to do. If you're Normbury, you got to be patient. You know that double team's coming. So you make a quick move before the double team comes, or you get rid of that pass where that double team comes from, and then you count on your teammates to make smart choices out of that. And they certainly did there. The look-away pass from Tilley the Elder to a streaking DeVries, and he made 2 free throws. We're 3 for 3 from the line to start the half, too. Well done, boys. Oh, boy, that's a nice move from Power between the legs, and there's Fury Miller again. He is a beast on the glass today. He might be in double figures on that statistical category already. Good fill behind on the attack from Ochuti, and Tobin off to a good start. 5 quick ones for him. Already outscored himself in the first half. That's a nice move from Tilley the Younger. Not as easy a shot as it looks, that right-handed runner in the lane off the other foot. But that's one of those shots that Colin's already kind of gotten comfortable with. When I call him a shot maker, that's what I'm talking about. He makes difficult shots on the move. Spurl makes space, can't get that one to go. The hands from Ochuti. Yeah, and it's going to go back to the Spartans. I said it looked like, boy, hands twice. He got his hand on the rebound, and then it was tipped back out. It looked like it was comfortably going to end up in Tilley's hands, but quick hands of Ochuti knocked it off of Tilley out of bounds, and 17-point lead now. Trying to add to it, using that screen roll. Nice find of Doucette. Not a three-point shooter, so he shared it, got it back. Shared it again, smart play to the corner. Down it goes for Power. Boy, good patience from Power and Doucette. on that play. Doucette didn't force one up. Power became open again. Got it to go, and good defense down there on the baseline by Doucette, forcing that turnover, and back come the Spartans. Beautiful block, though, from DeVries on Power, and Burry running the floor. He's going to finish. And that lead down to 15. Boy, that could have gone. That's a 4-point swing there on that one. And the beautiful defense by DeVries. Good cross-court look. Rise and fire for three again from a red-hot Mark Tobin. Intelligent stuff from Otsuti to find the guy who's feeling it right now. Good double team again from the Spartans on Burry. Burry spins back into the lane. Colin Tilley now on the attack. Finds an open Burry at the three-point line. There's that shot fake. He finds a wide open DeVries. Short arms it though. And back come the Spartans off the board from Power. Otsuti on the attack. Hangs, doesn't finish, but there's his man Power on the glass, tipping it in. And the lead now 23 out of nowhere. Turning D into offense of the Spartans. And that one you don't mind. You're going to get, if you've made the decision that we're going to aggressively double team a player as good as Norm Burry immediately like that, you're probably going to get a couple of ticky-tacks. Take those. Not too many of them, but one or two here or there are acceptable. If you're going to be that aggressive, oh, they leave him wide open from three. That's not his biggest strength, but you can't let him get his feet set like that. Knocks it in, and the lead back down to 20. But they need some stops down here. Otsuti with a difficult left-handed finish around Spurl. Tilley the Elder on the attack, hits his man in the air. Beautiful stuff. Oh, he couldn't finish the lefty lay-in. Gorgeous from him. His strength really, he plays so well off 2 feet, gets into the lane. Doesn't get up off. That's young guys when they're transitioning from high school to college, and that was part of my struggle when I transferred from Riviera High to Mount A, was back in, many moons ago, was exactly that. Learning to play off of 2 feet. Turn that corner, you get into the lane, get up in the air off 1 foot. Too many good athletes, too many smart defensive players that'll play you straight up and just wall up and cause misses or cause turnovers off tip passes, whatever it is. Tilley's, that second shot's going to count as the Spartans that were in early, but that's decision making. You see Jack Tilley, his college days are behind him, but that's a lesson he had to learn at some point. I know in his past how to play off of 2 feet instead of 1. He does it really, really well. Oh, they get jumbled up a little bit there to do the Spartans. Caleb Schulten knocking it out of bounds, out of the hands of Cole Fitzgerald. Shooting to Power. Power against Lands. Leans into him, creates a little bit of space. Oh, can't get the roll. Nice move, but can't get it to go. And the good box out on Rossiter from Burry. Oh, the pull up. No good, but there's Burry on the follow up. And Rossiter can't get him boxed out. Rossiter felt like he was straight up, but problem wouldn't have existed in the first place if he'd have cleaned up the box out. That's what I'm sure he'll be. Once he stops being mad about the foul, I'm sure Hazen, being the smart guy he is, that'll be the lesson he takes from it. But it's just good for a young guy like Hazen going into his first year university to play some games against a guy like Burry, a veteran going into his 5th year. I believe it's his 5th year, yeah. Wherever he's going to play, I no reason to say it's not Memorial. But this is a really good lesson to watch what he can become, because he's got guard skills in the same way that Burry does, as a kick to the corner and the finish from Cole Fitzgerald. Again, the smart play. I give Otsuti a lot of credit. I was critical of him in the second half yesterday. Felt like his play was a little bit of black hole going on. The ball was going in and not coming out. But he's been really, really smart today with his play. He's attacked. He's had some possessions where it's been The ball hasn't touched anybody else, but that's been when he's run the pick and roll and gotten a switch onto himself that he feels like he can attack. As Ben Power frustrated with himself, and Burry again just able to carve out a space and take contact. Just so intelligent on how to get to the line. Now again, he wants that efficiency to be higher at the line, but by pure volume, his foul shooting is a plus. Back rims that one though, and then he went in too early. Yeah, he knew it was long from the moment it left his hand. Can't pull closer. That lead's still 21. Not in the area of, okay, this is over. But the next run that happens, whenever that comes, has to be from the River Bandits. By the way, fans, those names were chosen. No, short on the 3 for Hayes. I think he was questioning himself as he was shooting it. Maybe I should be passing this to somebody, and you can see what happened in the moment. It came up short. But yeah, the names of these teams were Chat GTP generated, so I'm not sure why they allowed that to happen, but instead of just naming the teams themselves, I didn't get into that with Jonas Monroe yesterday, but would have been a good follow-up. And again, Burry he just finds a way to carve out that space. He's just got a knack for it. Ben Power is a smart guy, but Burry just finds his way around him. They were lucky that it got kicked by Tobin, or it would have been an easy 2. Oh, a nice follow there by Scholten. Oh, they're going to call another unsportsmanlike, I think. Somebody grabbing a jersey. Tobin's out there saying, I got my jersey grabbed. So I didn't see it in the moment, what exactly happened there. But in any event, Caleb Scholten's going to be at the line shooting 2 free throws. And the Bandits are going to have the ball in their hands as well. First one goes. Second one. Ooh, we haven't had that many 2 for 2s at the line this weekend. That is for sure. So a chance to pull a little closer here. The Bandits, like I say, the next run has to be from them. And yeah, that is too easy. If you're going to double team them, you can't have an easy cut like that for a layup. Now, credit to the Spartans. That's really only the second time they've had that poor of a reaction from his double team. Oh, nice move from Power. Can't get it to go, but he follows his own miss and lays it in. Man. Ben Power and Jack Fury Miller have been difficult to deal with, and that is a big 3 from Tilly the Elder. Jack gets it to go, and the lead back down to 17, but then he needs, like I say, some consistent stops here. Should he? That's the first shot selection I might have questioned all game. But again, if it goes in, oh well. Right back at it. Right back to a 20-point lead. Oh, good stick-to-itiveness again there from this time Caleb Scholten. Had his shot blocked from behind by Fitzgerald, but stayed with it and finished, and the lead back down to 18. But can't exchange baskets if you're the Bandits. Power got away with one there. Fury Miller calling on Schutte for a screen. They only got 6 on the clock. Step back from Eden is good. Whew. That was a difficult one. Ended up on his butt just to create the space to make it, but he knocked it in. 3 from the wing. Boy, it's end-to-end action here right now in the Brunswick Men's League Final. Big 3 there from Spurl. Lead back down to 17. Now Power being watched closely. Yeah, I saw that coming. I think he's going to get his hand in there and take the cookies, and he did. Step through move, no good, but he's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. The Bandits, I think, would have taken the follow by Burry, but they're definitely going. We are in the third period, fans, by the way. They're not really taking care of that on the scoreboard. So if you catch it on the scoreboard, they're same period too, but you know, it's the B&B guys down there doing that. They're enjoying the game, not paying attention to the small details like what period it is. So if you're catching that, we are correct on the screen. It's the third quarter, 78-63. And again, if you were watching in the first quarter and were confused by the score versus what I was talking about, that was my fault. Usually it's the away team wearing the non-white jerseys, but we're reversed today, and Fury Miller really thought he should have been at the line shooting free throws. Missed a bunny there. The lead 15. Bandits with a chance to pull a little bit closer. So a little run here. Spurl, the big three, gets it to go. So Spurl's seen a couple of shots go in. We said he had 15 and a quarter in the quarters. He can get going. Big guy that can shoot like that. Tough to block his shot, tough to contest his shot, let alone block it. A big guy like that from three. Oh, nice pass inside. Rossiter to Doucette for two. Lovely interchange there between a couple of bigs. And you see those ball skills that Rossiter has. Burry, oh man, with that spin. He gets you on your heels with that shot fake. And then he's so smart at spinning off of you using that body. Again, that one, not a great shot selection from Ochidi there. He had two guys flying at him. But really, that's really his first mistake this entire game. I say that with metallic fingers, just because he's been pretty close to perfect. Ochidi. Rossiter was getting played off. Doesn't look comfortable shooting the three right now. Miller, Fury Miller. Oh, again knocked away. Man, the hands of Tilly have been a real problem all weekend, and that's going to be an and one at the other end for Scholten. So here come the Bandits. And it's really been a big part of the story here the last 5 minutes has been that just the defense of Tilly again, and yesterday, by my count again, 7 steals. And the three-point play for Scholten makes this a 9-point game all of a sudden. Boy, it was over 20 here not that long ago. Open three for Rossiter. Back rims it. Scholten on the rebound. Being watched by Doucette near the half-court line. 10 seconds left. Gonna run a pick and roll with Burry here. Smart, got it to Burry. Oh, in and out from three. That would have been huge, but still a nice way to end the quarter by the Lions, or by the River Bandits, pardon me. River Lions in the CEBL, River Bandits here. Oh, boy. So 80-71, your score going to the fourth quarter. And really, it's been just kind of a lack of shot making. They just kind of went cold in that quarter to the Spartans. They shot the ball really well in the first half. But a couple possessions they got stagnant with again. And the River Bandits took advantage. Burry again had a really good quarter, but Tilly, DeVries, Spurl, Scholten, all those guys had their moments in that quarter. It was a real team comeback there from the Bandits to make this a 9-point game. Now, all the momentum's with them, but 9 points going to the fourth, that's not an easy mountain to climb. The Spartans kind of just went away a little bit again from what was working well for them, but also the reason it was working so well is they were getting stops at the other end of the floor and were able to get out and run a little bit and create some advantages. And the River Bandits just did such a good job scoring the ball there late the last 5 minutes of that quarter that the Spartans couldn't really keep that flow going, that flow in the open court. So Bandits ball to start the quarter as well, so they can immediately dent this lead. And if it gets close, you just go, look, tie's going to go to, you figure the tie's going to go to Norm Burry in those moments. So clearing out here. Tilly the Elder trying to go at Rossiter. Rossiter doing a terrific job at the second bump. Oof. That's a tough one. I can't disagree with the call. It's one you sort of go, if you let it go, you don't argue with it, but if you call it, you don't argue with it. At the same time, they got to switch. And Rossiter did a pretty good job keeping Tilly in front, but just a little physical maybe with that second bump. Spurl shows and goes. The help from Rossiter. Oh, but he keeps the dribble alive. Yeah, Rossiter was calling for a little hook there. I don't agree with him. That was just an intelligent play from a smart offensive player. The hesitation, he did get his arm around him. I don't think he did enough to earn himself an offensive foul. Well, should he? Boy, he's really good at finishing with different arm angles. He'll hold that ball away from his body, hang in the air with that athleticism. That's a difficult finish. Lead right back to 9. Should he? Doesn't get out to Burry on the closeout, but a miss. And a rebound by Fury Miller. Fury Miller, boy, that was almost a steal from behind. Nicely done on the closeout from DeVries. Tobin had a hot start to the third quarter and a hot start here to the fourth for Tilly the Elder, knocking in another 3. The lead down to 6. Power wants that ball against Scholten. Clear out now. Pulls up. Good D by Scholten. Back rims and rebounded by Scholten. He's going to push. Ahead to Burry. Burry shares it to DeVries. Back to Scholten. Scholten stumbles. Gets it knocked away, but gets it back. Deverex doesn't like what he sees. Gets it back to Jack Tilly. Jack Tilly's just made one, and he makes another. And the significant crowd here at UMBSJ for this final is woken up significantly. The lead down to 3 points now. Well, Schutte gets into the lane. Good defense from Spurl, forcing a miss. Tilly now, feeling it. He's going to attack. Gets all the way to the glass and finishes with the right hand. Jack Tilly turning up his game here as crunch time approaches in the fourth. And he has taken over 8 quick ones for Tilly, and the lead is down to 1. Whew. So they've done a good job. I've said all weekend, it's been, the games have gotten a little bit ugly at times with so many 0 or 1 pass possessions. Just guys going at each other one-on-one instead of sharing the rock. But when you get a guy who gets it going like Tilly, you clear it out for him. I mean, he's made 2 threes. He's gotten to the glass, and you trust him to make intelligent decisions with the ball, and he's done exactly that. And the Spartans now down here with a 1-point lead. They got to be talking about, all right, how are we going to defend? And Spurl's gotten himself going as well, which makes things super problematic. Because now, excuse me, now if they just calm things down, get the ball into Burry, now you got to worry. Spurl's gotten hot. Tilly's feeling himself. We get out of rotation by double teaming Burry, get the ball out of his hands. If they make smart decisions, they're going to get a good shot. We're going to be in trouble. That's the entire problem with having a guy like Norm Burry on your team. Now they've given him a rest here. So Burry is not on the floor at the moment. I'm sure he'll come back in here, probably give him a couple minutes, and he'll be right back in. Good fill behind again. Tobin's done a really good job with that, filling behind off the penetration of a Schutte. Made the last one, didn't make that one. Spurl now, short on that. And the rebound from Tobin. Tobin to Power. Power now on the attack. Good footwork. Oh, tries to leave it for Doucette, but it was behind him. Couldn't collect. Spurl now. wants the side. Good defense there from Doucette. Makes him shoot a deep three and rebound nicely. Nice box out from Ochudy. And a smart push, open three from the corner. Down it goes for Tobin. An intelligent push there from the Spartans. They shared the ball well. Found a wide open Tobin, who's had a terrific second half. Lead up to 4 again. Doucette. A little bit on skates there with that move from the Elder Tilly, but a little bit of overpassing here maybe from the Bandits. They got to get one up, and they do graze the rim, but it bounces to Power. Now back to Ochudy. He's going to penetrate. Gets in the air. Gets it out, though, to Tobin. Tobin doesn't have the three. Have to close out from Tilly. Power now. Can't get it to go from distance. Fury Miller boxed out well by Scholten. Deverex shares it. Didn't like what they had in the paint, did Deverex and DeVries. So they're gonna run a screen roll here with Tilly. Tilly turns the corner, switches to the left, but he can't get it to go. Fury Miller now sees Spurl on his heels, attacks, but the help from DeVries erases it. Beautiful help side block there from DeVries. As you see on your replay, Fury Miller really felt he had the angle on Spurl, and he did. But here comes DeVries. Great help. You have to wipe things down here for everyone's safety for continuing. Ochudy comes and meets it. He's going to pop the three. No good, but there's Fury Miller again. Boy, he's been good this game. Tobin knocked out again, this time by Power. Those two have created so many second possessions on the offensive glass. And good defense there by Colin Tilly, not letting Ochudy turn the corner, and he dribbles it out of bounds, and the lead's still 4 now as we approach the 5-minute mark. Clock moving, fourth quarter here. Championship game, New Brunswick Men's League. First edition. Oh, Tilly. Colin back to his brother Jack. Jack's made 2 and now 3. Smart play from Tilly, attacking his own closeout. Finding his little / big brother for a big 3. And the lead's 1. Screen roll here. Ochudy's going to pull again. Doesn't get the roll. Look at that rebound by Tobin. The follow from Power is good. Now they're going to blow it dead, so nobody gets landed on. Tobin and Burry both, I think, took big shots there. As you see, the miss. But look at Tobin battling Burry. You don't see Burry lose that fight very often. He lost it there. And the lead back to 3. Tobin feeling the effects of battling with Norm. Looks like he's going to be fine. So they are counting that tip in. So they're just cleaning up the floor here. No other business to attend to. So they're counting that tip in. And again, the story. I mean, Power and Fury Miller on the offensive glass has been such a huge part of this game. And again, I didn't really see that part of this coming. I figured but really besides Burry, the size isn't significant. You'd probably say Spurl is their next biggest player, and he's a perimeter guy. Not that he can't rebound his position, he can, but he's a perimeter guy. So really, Fury Miller and Power have really taken advantage of the offensive glass. And now, here's Burry going to work. Well done in the initial thrust there by Tobin. Now they're going right back to him. Burry fade away, and Tobin got in his space. Yeah, he wants that one back. You're going to force, that's the shot you're going to force out of Burry. You love it. I mean, he might make it, but that's the one you got to you got to give them. And to foul them on it, that's got to be frustrating for Tobin. So no fouls on the Bandits so far in this quarter. 4 minutes left. 2 fouls only on the Spartans. And I mentioned that when you get to this spot in the fourth quarter, somebody, of a tight game, somebody, when it gets down to it, it's probably going to be fouling somebody to try to get them to the line. And you don't want to be stuck 20 seconds left, 25, needing to foul 3, 4, 5 times to get that guy to the line the first time. So just a thing to keep in the back of our heads here as we approach the finish line here of this championship game. Murray to the line, no doubt another 2010 game for him. Those are ho-hum in this league for him so far this summer. I think pretty sure he had a 25-20 game last night, I'm pretty sure. So 1 for 2 at the line. But should he attacks again? Yeah, it's going to be a travel. Really well done there from Chris Spurl. Spurl, a guy that averaged 13 points a game in his 5 years at UNB with a top of almost 18 a game in 1920. His shooting splits in those 5 years, 44, 35, 70, which is pretty darn good, but his best was even above that. So, his best years at UNB, he was an absolute terror when he rose to shoot the ball. And he is in this league as well. Colin Tilley back to his brother Jack. Jack turns the corner, gets 2 feet in the paint. TJ McConnell-esque for those that watched the Indiana Pacers Oklahoma City final. Just couldn't get that one to go. Oh, nice give. Doucette now on the catch. Can't get the lefty to go. Upset with himself. Good pass from Tobin. Doucette's done a good job getting to that dunker spot off his teammate's penetration. Made himself available there a couple times. Yesterday, finished a couple of lefty lay-ins out of it. Today, that one just a good shot, just a miss. Earlier they passed it behind him a little bit, but he's good at carving out that spot. Speaking of carving out that spot, there goes Burry again. Oh, but he misses the fadeaway. Wants that one back. But again, that's the shot. Hey, if the Spartans, if that's the one you get from Burry, you'll live with that every single time. Doucette now setting a screen, slipping it. But should he could turn the corner. Good defense there again from Colin Tilley this time. Oh, nice move from Tobin. Just can't get the finger roll to go. Back to Power. Power. 2-foot stop and the lay-in. And the lead back to 4. And now we're into the, I didn't get the score for our Elam ending here. I keep forgetting it's an Elam ending. I'm not used to calling Elam ending games. I didn't get the score for the Elam ending. Miss from 3 for Burry. I love the Elam ending though, I do. I don't know if I love it for, actual NBA, AUS level, but I love it in like leagues like this. But Schutte comes up short, knocked out of bounds by Doucette. So 89-85 is the advantage for the Spartans. Spurl inside to Burry. There's the double team, and there's the cut. And Schutte didn't see it coming. Colin Tilley, smart cut. Schutte had his head turned. You can't do that if you're going to double team that corner. 3 from the corner. Huge from Tobin. Right back at it, 92-87. That was a huge 3. There is Burry. Burry felt he was turning in rhythm there, but again, that's the one you want him to take. I think he settled a little bit on that one. And the lead now 5. Oh, a nice give inside from Power. to a cutting Fury Miller. And those two have worked so well in tandem today. Timeout for the Bandits. And yeah, Donna being helpful again. Thank you, Donna. I think it's 96-2. I think you're right. I think the target score is 96. I'm trying to check with the bench here to see if I'm right on that. I'm going to try to check with the boys to see if that's what it is. See if they're checking their phones while they're working at the score table. So yeah, I love the Elam ending. For those of you that aren't used to the Elam ending, and we just did get confirmation. Donna, I need you as Donna, why don't you join me as my helper announcer next time? I don't get enough people helping. It's always just me doing this stuff all over the place. The NBIA stuff I do by myself. I do a lot of college by myself. I do these. You just come join me. You're obviously, you know what's going on. You're just definitely more observant than I am. All right, so 96 the target. Can get 2 points closer here. These are two massive free throws for Fury Miller. The foul shooting has not been terribly stellar this weekend, as I said before. Lots of 0 for 2s at the line. You can get 2 points to go, two free throws to go, 7-point advantage, and he gets the first. He gets this one to go. They just need a 2-point basket to finish this one next time down the floor no matter what. Oh, there's a rebound. Oh, and Fury Miller blocked. Amazing work there from DeVries. Whew, that was a huge block. Now it gives the River Bandits some hope here because you need a made 3 to win the game. Now next time, and Spurl buries one. Huge for the Bandits. Now you need a 3 if you're the Spartans, and you got to fight the temptation to just go for 3 for the win. You can still get 2. There it is, though, for the win. In and out. The rebound, though, huge for Fury Miller, and he's going to go back to the line for 2 more. The great thing about, again, now, you make at least 1 here. You don't need a 3 to win the next time down the floor. You make 2, all you need is 1 free throw. So why I love the Elam ending so much. It's so, a lot of strategy comes in, a lot of, you got to be, intelligent, ball IQ comes into play a lot more with the Elam ending sometimes. Makes the first. And the second. So 1 point away are the Spartans. Now the Bandits. Another 3 would be pretty nice. But again, don't want to force it. It's not there. To Tilly the younger. Gets back to Spurl. Spurl's going to rise and fire. Side rims it. And the box out there from Power on Burry. The crowd, the supporters of the Bandits going, hey, why didn't we get one? Norm didn't say a word. You just popped back out. Yeah, I was fighting for it. I got out-muscled. I'm good. Power down there, who's the one complaining, and he got the ball back. Yeah, I sympathize with him because trying to battle down there with Norm is not easy. Now, here we go. The Spartans just need 1 point to take the first New Brunswick Summer League championship here. Pardon me, New Brunswick Men's League championship. So we'll see where they go. I would imagine it's going to be Chitty with the ball in his hands. Who are they going to go the screen roll with, or are they going to flatten things out? They're going to flatten things out. He's going to go at Spurl, rise and fire for the championship, And there it is. Your New Brunswick Men's League champs, the Spartans. Eden Ochudi ends things with a difficult wing jumper. Just flattened it out, said, give it to me, boys. I'll take you to the promised land. And he inside out dribble. Good challenge from Spurl. Good defense, but just a better shot from Eden Ochudi. And we'll shout out the entire roster. Cole Fitzgerald from Harborview High. Eden Ochudi going back to UNB for his third year next year. Trevor Doucette from Dieppe, New Brunswick at Mount A. Eden, by the way, a native of Hamilton. Cole from St. John. Ben Power from Grand Bay Westfield, a UNBSJ guy. Same thing, Jack Fury Miller, Grand Bay Westfield and UNBSJ. Hazen Rossiter from Riverview going to CBU next year. Anthony Sears wasn't here for the championship game. Really good game last night, going back to UNB from Antigonish, Nova Scotia. And Mark Tobin, a terrific second half today, Mount Pearl, Newfoundland, and UNB. So congrats to the Spartans. Thanks for joining us on the live stream to watch, fans. I'm Dave Tingley for BNB and for the New Brunswick Men's League. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you back here next year, I'm sure. All right, have a great rest of your summer, fans.